ito yung prescriptive period for the assessment. Okay. Yung assessment ay kailangan mangyari within 3 years. Ang ibig sabihin yan, kailangan ma-serve itong fund or mapadala itong fund within 3 years. So, that's the final assessment. Yun yung pagbasehan doon. Yung pag-serve ng LOA, hindi yun pagbasehan. Yung pag-serve niya, hindi yung pagbasehan ng 3 years. So, in other words, pag halimbawa, nangyari na ang fund, nangyari na ang LOA ay, ayun, nagkaroon siya ng LOA within 3 years from the date of the filing or the deadline, whichever is later. Pag nangyari na ganyan, ang gagawin nila is ang LOA within 3 years ay hindi yung pagbasihan na pasok yung assessment within 3 years. Ang pagbasihan natin is kung pasok yung pagsiserve ng fund within 3 years. Okay? Yan lang ang pwede mangyari kung ang tax return na pinag-uusapan natin ay non-fraudulent or mayroong filing. Kasi kung walang filing or fraud, bibigyan ng 10 years yung BIR to make assessment. Okay, tandaan yan ha. Pag walang filing or fraud yung pinafile na tax, 10 years from the date of discovery. Okay, yun yung counting dyan. From the date of discovery. Okay, so, ang ibig sabihin na mag-assess, ibig sabihin, mayroon silang pagkakataon na magsiserve ng fund, kailangan mangyari yan within 10 years from the date of discovery or from the date of discovery na walang return na file or fraudulent yung return na na-file. Okay. Now, ngayon, itong mga prescriptive periods na to ay pwede yung masuspende, including yung sa collection. Halimbawa, grounds of suspension of statutory. So, ito yon. Una, kung ang commissioner ay ipinagbawal na gagawa ng assessment. So, alin kaya doon ang pwede na na pinagbawal siya na gagawa ng assessment? So, halimbawa, if the company is undergoing rehabilitation proceedings under the court supervision, so hindi sila pwedeng makapag-make ng assessment. Halimbawa, yung mga nagpo-file ng bankruptcy. So, meanwhile, wala pang pera. So, preventing the BIR to conduct assessment, then that would be a ground for the suspension. Yung duration ng suspension is ito yun, yung duration ng prevention is yun yung counting to make assessment is yun yung duration natin. Duration ng suspension plus 60 days yun. Yun ang gagawin. So, plus 60 days. So, ibig sabihin yan ay yun yung palugit mo. Pag hindi kayo na-allow na mag-make ng assessment, then automatically suspended. Okay? Yung assessment mo. Yung counting ng 3 years is suspended din yan. Then, yung days na nasuspend ka plus the 60 days, yun yung total na suspension ng statutory period. Okay? So, halimbawa, na-suspended yung assessment for 120 days. Okay. Magdagdag ka pa ng 60. So, yan yung total na suspension. Ibig sabihin, so 150 plus 60, that would be 210 days. Yung total allowed na suspension ng statutory period. What I mean, yung running ng 3 years, masuspend yun ng 210 days. Ikalawa, this is the one, this is the number 2. When the taxpayer requests for investigation, okay, pwede siya mag-grant plus 60 days thereon. Okay, pag may suspension, pag may reinvestigation. Remember, pag nakatanggap ng assessment yung taxpayer, mayroon siyang dalawang klase na paano siya mag-reply. Request for reconsideration ba or request for investigation. So, ang ibig sabihin, pag request for investigation, automatic, masuspende agad yung 60 days na yan kung halimbawa that is granted by the CIR. So in other words, the start of suspension will be on is the date of grant. Hindi po yung date of reply ng taxpayer. Tandaan yan. Yung date of grant, yung pagbasehan natin ng pag-start ng suspension. Okay. Now, plus 60 days pa rin yan. Hindi kasi na-mention dito. So, plus 60 days pa rin yan pag may mga suspension sa assessment. Okay. Katlo. Ito naman ay kung hindi matukoy yung address kung saan nakaregister. Kailangan nakasaad, kung ano yung nakasaad sa tax return na dineclare ng taxpayer, yun din yung address kung saan magsiserve yung BIR. Kung hindi yun malocate or yung paghalimbawa, pagpunta nila is walang tao, hindi sila makapag-serve ng notices or warrant, ang ibig sabihin yan ay masususpend yung running of the prescription. So, this is applicable para sa assessment at para sa collection. So, kung nangyari ito during sa collection stage, then yung collection period, yung statutory period, ay yun ang masususpend. Pero kung nangyari ito during the assessment procedures or assessment stage, yung running ng assessment, yun yung masususpend na within 3 years. However, this suspension only applies kung yung BIR genuinely unaware of the new address. So, if the BIR is unaware kung mayroon palang new location through other records, the period is not suspended. So, kung halimbawa, kasi pag may new address kasi, they need to update doon sa kanilang registration na ganito yung address nila. So, kung hindi na-update, nag-change sila ng location pero not aware yung BIR kasi hindi na-update yung registration, then the suspension will proceed. However, kung na-update yung BIR, yung registration doon sa BIR, pero hindi tinangnan ng BIR na may new location pala based sa kanilang records, then it will not be suspended, yung assessment or yung collection. So, sa pagkakataong ito, wala itong plus 60 days sa ganitong suspension. Number 4, when the warrant of distraint and or levy is served, the court proceeding began within the prescriptive period. Ibig sabihin, the service of warrant or the initiation of the judicial action for the collection interrupts the prescriptive period of the collection, which effectively relates back to the assessment process. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, 'di ba, the running of the 5 years magsa-start 'yon on the next day after na na-mail yung FAN, yung final assessment notice. So, yung 5 years ay magra-run. Pero pag nagka-initiate ka na ng distraint, nag-initiate ka na, or na-serve mo na yung levy, yung running of the 5 years, automatic interrupted yon pagdating dyan. Okay? Pagdating sa collection. In other words, pasok na yung collection process doon sa 5-year na collection period na ibinigay kung nasimula na yung warrant of distraint or the levy or nagkaroon na ng court proceeding or halimbawa kung hindi mo ginamit yung summary proceeding sa pagkolekta ng tax, kung yung ginamit mo is yung judicial proceedings, either yun sa dalawa, pasok ka na doon sa 5 years. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, hindi mo kailangan matapos yung pagkokolekta within 5 years. Ang kailangan lang ay nagkaroon ng initiation or na-serve mo yung warrant. Na-initiate yung judicial action or na-serve yung warrant. Or either sa dalawa yung gagawin mo. Number 5, when the taxpayer and the CIR agree in writing extension. So, pwede ito mangyari. Mag-agree yung CIR, mag-agree yung taxpayer. Pero yung agreement kailangan nangyari bago nagtapos yung prescription period. So, halimbawa, 3 years, magtapos na siya next week. Dapat, yung execution of the agreement, kailangan nangyari yan before magtapos yung 3 years. Okay? Bago ma-extend. So, that can be done. Pero again, with the agreement between the CIR and the taxpayer, pwede yang gagawin. Okay? So, these are the 5 na pwedeng masuspend yung assessment and collection period.